guys. Thank you for joining our new episode of our Ocean Smith product up. And today I'll be walking you guys through 5 tips to help you become a successful product manager. And if you look at some of our videos, we've been, talking through business analysis, and now we'll be bringing you guys different knowledge transfer on product management space. So please relax, sit back, and enjoy this episode of our product hub. Um, so before you as a professional, before you can step into a product space, there are a couple of uh, things that you need to be aware of, and one of these preconditions is for you to understand the roles and the responsibilities of a product manager. What exactly do product folks or whoever is a product manager, what are their roles and responsibilities? And I'll be talking through different tips um, for you guys to understand. Um, because as a product manager, there are several responsibilities that product managers do. And the first tip for you to become a successful product manager, or for you to become a product manager, you need to first um, you know read some articles online, watch different videos on YouTube, or if you have a way to subscribe to a product, um, a product website, or a website that offers um, product knowledge, product manager knowledge, how to become a product manager. I think you can also, check those websites. And also, you can also leverage on seminars, attend free seminars online, join in person to better understand the roles and responsibilities of the product managers. Um, to be honest with you, product managers have several skills, and they use all these skills to manage the day-to-day activities of the work. A typical example of a day-to-day activities of a product managers is that um, during the product discovery, product managers, they kind of identify the product segment, and they work with the marketing team, and to identify or to define the product strategy, and also to identify the segment. What I mean segment is the customers that the product is going to target, and they work with the SMEs, the subject matter experts, to carve ideas by using the storyboard, identify if there's a pricing strategy that they need to um, consider for that product. you know they go through all these activities. On the other hand, um, another skill that the product managers has is they have a strong communication skills. And this is not tip number 2. um, so If you want to become a product manager, you need to develop a strong interpersonal and good communication skills. If you want to be successful as a product manager, and to start with a strong communication, um, you need to if if you don't really have these skills, I would suggest you build yourself in it, because product managers, they communicate a lot, and they're very, very concise with their communication, either verbally or in a written form. They're very concise. If they are talking to the VPs or the C-level executives, they, they want to make sure that whatever they're communicating, it's concise, and it doesn't throw people off on the call, right? And also, if they're talking to the engineering team, they kind of have these kind of skills, the way they communicate to the engineering folks on whatever requirements that they want the engineering to work on. So I'll give you another example. um, I'll also use the discovery phase of a new product. They use the skills, to communicate strategy. Um, they will use throughout the life of the product, and also after the launch of the product. Like I mentioned earlier, the typical example is, okay, I have this product. How can we measure the product success? And once the product manager identify you know the success, how they're going to measure the success, right? They communicate all this to the key folks, right? The key stakeholders. It's very, very vital, you as a person, and you're trying to move to the product space. You need to make sure that communication is one of the key strengths, and the key strength of a good product managers. Moving on to this slide. We're still talking about the roles and responsibilities, and I'm trying to break it down into pieces. Analytical skills, which is tip number 3. You probably don't know that part of the core skill of a product manager is the analytical skills. You need to learn how to read numbers. Also, you need to understand how to identify and measure product success. Product managers analytical skills, is very, very superb, detailed. They use these skills to make strategic decision, business decisions. An example is, build a product, and the product has already launched, is in production, and now um, I want to have a way to measure the success of this product, and um, basically, I need to have a tool that I can use to capture the trends and the metrics of how the product is doing in the market, the engagement, the adoption. So if the adoption is kind of low, then I think the tool will give me the result, and I can use that result to make a strategic decision making. This is very important. A majority of a product manager usually utilize, A, B, and B testing to determine engagement with more than one different group of features. So an example, so basically, example of this is, I have two features, and these two features, feature 1 and feature 2, they have the same capabilities, but just kind of a little bit of tweak. And the two features does the same thing, but I want to know you know, the engagement rate between these two, so I can make a decision to either actually leave the feature one or feature two in the production. Because I mean, this is a typical way of building a world class product. So I think if you understand analytical skills and you want to learn more about, what is a product, what is a measuring of success of product. I mean, you can definitely also get a mentor or a trainer to help you understand more. Um, the next skill that you need to understand is the strategic thinking. Almost 85% of all product managers have this skill. If you want to be a successful product manager, you need to either build yourself to have the skills or get a mentor that will train you. This is one of the core skills product managers have. Project managers think out of the box, and their thinking faculty is very strong. And most of the time, they utilize their thinking and the way they reason. They kind of bring it into the table and they brainstorm and they bring it to the life. So this is a very very good role, and this is a very very good profession. If you really want to become a product manager, I think understanding the strategic thinking, which is part of also a core skill of a product manager. And you need to also learn, how to be able to start thinking, and how can you bring a fixture, and this fixture is going to solve problems. Whatever fixture you're trying to bring, you need to have a goal, you need to have a mission, right? And you need to have a strategy around that fixture. Moving on to the next slide, which is the decision making. A product manager's decision making is very excellent. You need to know how to make a good decision. Without knowing how to make a good decision, may impact your ability to become successful in this profession. There are also more skills that product manager have. Examples are technical skills. Um, they know how to communicate with the engineering team, business domain skills. They're very good at the business acumen, the entrepreneur. They have a great entrepreneur spirit. They have a fantastic research and analysis skills. During during discovery, they utilize these research skills to do a lot of benchmarking. Also, they also utilize the research to kind of look to check what is out there, and they benchmark it with their product they're trying to offer to their customer. And also during the analysis phase, and even during the discovery, they do a lot of analysis as well. What if I do this, what's going to happen, right? And they work with the SMEs to kind of make a conclusion on the approach they're trying to follow, you know to get um to finalize the strategy. Also, product managers, they have great interpersonal, right? They have a great writing skills as well. um you know like I said earlier, right? They have their communication skills is great. It's either by written or verbally. This is one of the also core skills of the product manager. Finally, product managers have marketing skills. um, most most of the product managers, they understand the segment they're trying to target, and also they understand different tools that you can use to kind of either create more awareness for their brand, or having a tool, building a tool that is going to target a particular segment that they want to direct the product to. So, in conclusion, building yourself to all these skills will definitely help you to succeed. Spend some time and shadow professionals working in this field. They're the best mentor that can speed up your transition process. If you need help, or you're willing to get a mentor, you can reach us out to info@oceangrsmith.com or call or text 281-301-9509. I hope you enjoyed this tip that can help you become a successful product manager. And thank you for listening today. Have a nice day, and we'll also bring in a new episode of our product up. Thank you.